Right, well I had to make a diversion. I was going to come on one of these routes here anyway, but I had to go and hide in very thick bushes a minute ago because there was a massive black cloud. It's gone over there now. But it only did it for about 5 minutes, but it was quite heavy. I managed to get my mac on, cover my bag, and get into this thick bush. I just hope I haven't been attacked by a load of ticks. That's the only trouble, you see. I don't know yet, you won't know till later. But I had to do it, otherwise I could have got soaked in 5 minutes. You can get soaked in 5 seconds if it's really big. Anyway, so I'm doing little tracks I haven't done for quite a long time, like especially this one. There's lots of these that weave in and out. Rowberrow, that's where I am. And over there you've got a stream which you can't see at the moment, and a track I quite often do over there when I'm on a mission. But I don't always do these ones that weave in and out the wood. But I thought today was the sort of day where I could do the weaving. But I'm not doing too much of it. Like I could have gone up a track a minute ago that would have took me right up the top. And I thought, no, we're going to try and head, in a minute, we'll be heading back up that side. You can see how steep it is. I've got to go back up there to get on this track that I wanted. This little very, very, very minor road that I was hoping to arrive by, not go back on. But we're going back on it, and well, it means we'll also be going back past the church. That wasn't the plan, but that's how it's worked out today, because it is, I call this temperamental weather. Anything could happen. So, you know, and I think some of the clouds are just literally going around in circles. So I kept away from the hill fort. I thought there's no way I'm going up there when there's a possibility of lightning strikes, because it was thunder and lightning yesterday. It's a change of the seasons. We get the hot and the cold weathers. We've got a little stream to cross here, and glistening in the sunlight there. Happy to have some water in it, because this stream has been very dry all summer. So it's nice to see it's being refreshed. Very happy to see it. So that takes us back down towards Dolebury Warren. I'm in Rowberrow. This is all Rowberrow here. All Rowberrow. And there's lots of tracks that weave in and out, in and out. Very pleasant, by the way, especially going downhill. I've got my mac on. I've taken my jumper off and put that in my bag, protected from any downpour, because if I got soaked, although I've got spare clothes in the car, we're at least an hour away from the car. I forgot to put the umbrella in. I've got a lovely little umbrella that would protect you massively from a downpour. I've left it in the car. Just didn't think. Got my hat on, I don't need it on. But we did protect my head for a few seconds. Got my mac on, just in case. Because, like I said, it's so temperamental. All these big clouds around here, look. Huge, great, big, Teletubby clouds. You just decide to burst if they felt like it. But as I said, the change of seasons, you get the hot and the cold airs meeting. And then you get all the streams building up of cool and hot air. Well, we've got to go uphill in a minute. I've just eaten a fruit bar and a small packet of biscuits. Just a very, very small little tiny things that Zara gave me. You get about 8 in a packet, little tiny round things. So I was going to wait till I got up the hill, because there's only one hill to do, and that's go up there in a minute. And there could be another. That's why I'm basically on the way back on the nice little gentle walks in this beautiful place, because it's so temperamental. I don't normally go out if there's a risk of a huge downpour, or if I do, I'm definitely prepared with waterproof trousers and the gear, you know, which I haven't done today. I haven't done anything like that. I've got jeans on and they would soak up and be heavy as hell. I mean, normally when I come out here, I've got my light-proof walking trousers on that dry within minutes. You know, they're designed that way to dry quickly. I just was so eager to get out really and get some air. Oh, I do love being out. I bet many a bottom has sat on there, don't you? It's a nice little place to have a little rest. Yeah, the stream's definitely replenished. Definitely. The trees and the Quantocks especially have been so dry on the Quantock Hills. There's a lot of dying trees up there. They're parched. They can't keep their big branches up. The ones that are surviving are the little gnarled things that can go on for ages without any water. I just feel there's going to be another downpour in a minute, so I daren't take my little mac off. It's only probably just, I think it's just a little bit more than showerproof, but it's not very long. It only goes just on the bottom, at the top of my thighs. It isn't not a big thing. Little flowers here. We'll be turning up in a minute. Like I said, I could have taken another route and gone further up, but because of the weather being temperamental, I decided not, because I'm still a good hour's walk to do yet. I didn't want to do a massive one today. I'm just having, it's like when I used to run marathons and half marathons, I used to have to train. And if you stop, like even if you went on holiday for a week or 2 weeks, your muscles begin to get lazy very, very quickly, actually. And with older people like me, who don't repair so quickly, the same. You would deteriorate very fast. I've seen it happen with old people. When I was a nurse, I would see them come in perhaps for a knee operation or hip. That was when I was on the orthopedics. And then the operation itself is very traumatic really for old people. It's big, it's a big operation, you have to be knocked out. The anaesthetic is a powerful thing on the body. They have to sort of really knock you out. And I've seen them, a lot of people do recover from the anaesthetic well. They don't end up permanently demented. But they can, especially if the operation gets an infection or anything. People go downhill so quick. You've only got to get an infected wound or get sickness and diarrhoea from the antibiotics they give you. They cause so much of gut problems. That's why I always push for yogurts on the ward to help replace the good bacteria which has been wiped out with everything else. When you get antibiotics, it wipes all the good stuff out of you. So basically, it's good to, even if you just walk around the block, you've got to do something to remind your muscles that they're not ready to pack up yet. So it's good, it's good. And of course you can do exercises at home. I'm a bit lazy. I mean, I should really go swimming. I should really do stomach exercises. But at the moment, I'm just happy to keep my legs going. And the lungs. Most important, the lungs. Right, then I'll turn off for a minute. We're at a junction point. If I'd done another track a few further back, I would have come out here anyway. I just came out a bit earlier. Oh, there we go. That's the waterworks there. It's not very wide there though, is it, the stream? Not yet, not massively. It just shows that we still haven't had a lot of water. Now we've now got the walk up. It doesn't take long. It takes about a quarter of an hour or 20 minutes or 5 minutes if you're young and fit. We've got to gradually go up now, and then we'll hit that little track I want to go on. It's not a track as such. It's like a very minor road that links up a few spread out isolated homes. Then it takes you back down to where I'm going, Rowberrow. Right, over and out. I'm in Rowberrow now, but near the church. And I've done that route before. I've done all the routes you can see around here. I've done most of them. Over and out. There we go. There's a nice scene over to Western Hill Fort there. Bristol Channel. Yeah. I've just had a little rest on the wall there. Got a stone out my shoes. I was just saying that Land Rover's been there for years. That's a big cloud that's been hovering for ages up there. It burst a bit a minute ago and it stopped for a minute. But it could come back. It's an anvil type, isn't it? If you know what I mean. So this was the lane I was supposed to come up, not go down. But it doesn't matter what order I do it in, really. So all I did is just redirected myself so I could loop up and come back down on it. But it's fine. The only difference is we now got to go back past the church, which we didn't intend doing. It wasn't supposed to have been like that. I would have been going that way and then going, but that's enough to put anyone off, isn't it? It's just been the walk today would be a bit like if I just went up in the wood for a morning's walk, or over to Sand Bay. You know, it's not a massive walk, but it's enough on this particular day. And I've only ever been down here once, down this particular lane. I usually go down the other one, straight down there to Shipham. Those are usually when I've done quite big hikes. When I get to that stage back there, I've still got a long way to go, because don't forget, I was walking sometimes all the way back to Western. I did some massive hikes not that many years ago. Or I'd be making my way to Winscombe to pick up the 126 bus back to Western. It just depended on what I felt like. I felt like going that far. But, yeah, that's one big cloud, that is, isn't it? Big clouds full of rain. And it looks quite still at the moment, so I'm hoping I can get back at least to the church before it bursts. But you can see the puddles. This lane will take me back onto another little lane that I was on earlier, near the pub. It's just going to be a bit higher up from where the pub is. So, and I've got a feeling I've only ever gone down it. I don't think I've ever walked up it. Today, if I'd done it how I wanted to, that would have been the first time walking up it. So that's probably why I couldn't remember, because I'd never walked up it before. But I quite like walking down it, to tell the truth. It's quite nice to walk down and look at the countryside. Everybody. The Somerset countryside. Lots and lots and lots of it. Over there is Rowberrow Warren with all the pine trees. I'll probably share some of this because it hasn't been done. Because everyone might probably get fed up with Sand Bay and Quantox. I don't know. To me, they're my visual diaries. Instead of writing a diary, and sometimes if it's very personal, I'm talking about reflecting on things that may be family issues or whatever, I don't always share those, or not for years later. It depends what I'm saying. I have to be careful what I'm saying, confidentiality and all that. The camera is shaking a bit. Right, I'm going to turn off again. I'll come back on a bit further down the lane. Right over there is Breandown and Shipham Islands, right over there, right over there. I haven't got a zoom. Western Woods there. Quite a nice view of the going out to the Bristol Channel from here. Yeah, I can see Shipham and Breandown very, very clearly, and the woods, and the hill fort, the Rowberrow Hill Fort. I was only just turned off, but I thought, well, and oh, I can let them know it, on the wood thing I belong to, but the sloe berries here. Look, quite a few of them there. The sloe berries. And they're doing they're trying to find out where they are growing around the country. So they've sent me a little note telling me how I can place mine on their calendar. So I'm back on again. There's lovely views. Over and out again. It's the top of the hill fort there. Rowberrow, Dolebury, Warren, Hill Fort. I can see the cows, and I often stand on the top of the fort there and walk all along its back. And in a minute we'll be sort of down in a valley a little bit towards the end, not yet. We'll be doing a bit of the bottom bit. Yeah, we've been up there a couple of times this year, in all weathers. Big herd up there. I can see the terracing area. I can actually see the secret steps. I know where they are, but there's some secret steps around about there somewhere. They go down very steep and take you back down into the combe sort of area. In this field here we've got some, they're either sheep or goats. I'm not sure what they are actually. They look more like sheep, but with a goat look. But I think they're black sheep. Hello. Don't think they're herdwicks, but they might be. That have had their fur taken off. They could be herdwicks. And normally associated with Cumbria, with their thick woolly coats, and that people have jumpers made out of it. Well, look at that big cloud. Well, we've done all right. We've done all right. Oh, there's one on the run over there. I reckon they are herdwicks. There's one in the middle with a grey coat still. That one there, still got like a herdwick coat, grey. I think all these will turn grey for the winter. They've just had they've been shorn, defleeced. Right, over now.